Hey guys, welcome back to the Shiels Golf Show podcast, episode 315. I'm your host, Guy.
You're not Guy.
Not, am I?
No.
I'm really
you
not.
wish you were. You do anything in your life to become me, but you're just not.
39 years my name's been the same. And for whatever reason, as soon as that camera started recording, I instantly presumed my name was something different. I'm Rick.
If you were me, you would have a shock.
Don't. Well, it's funny you say that because we actually have got a little game today.
Oh.
I've got a little surprise game for us to play, and it's a lot about Would You Rather.
Okay.
Weirdly how we've come on to that. Anyway, hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is playing some great golf.
I am, thank you very much.
The season is coming to an end for most of us in the UK. And it feels very emotional. The golf courses are getting horrible and the weather is getting worse, but people around the world listening to this podcast will still be playing golf in some sunshine.
I would like to pull you up on that straight away because you're saying the golf clubs are getting horrible, and many will be, let's be honest. However, we recently went to film our home, Marriott Worsley Park, and the condition of the golf course for the time of year in the northwest of England was unbelievable.
It was sensational. We actually went there filming a little fun video concept, which that video should be out now. It was me, Guy, and James Robinson, ex-professional, tour professional golfer. We came up with a little fun idea.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It couldn't have gone any different to what I expected it to go. And the concept was very simple. Growing up,
yeah,
I would play a lot of different games as being a club golfer. And one of the games I remember, once a year, you'd play the yellow ball comp. And in your 4-ball, you'd go out with one yellow ball. And the mission was, what score can you shoot with that yellow ball? And a player use it each hole. If you lose it, it's done.
Wow.
The game is over once you've lost that yellow ball. So I thought, why not let's do it with me, Guy and James. And we did a little twist on it because we did random every single hole. So out of a bag, there was 2 white balls and a yellow ball. At random, we would choose whoever pulled the yellow ball out the bag would play that hole and their score would be put down on the scorecard. And our mission was to break 75.
It was a mission that we felt would be tough because in theory, and this is the key word, there is theory, I should get the ball 6 times, you should get it 6 times, and James should get it 6 times. If I can break 80, I'm fairly happy. You 75, you're fairly happy, and James 70, fairly happy. So we thought then that kind of mixture, breaking 75, would be a good task, but then realistically, me keeping hold of that yellow golf ball, not losing it when it's my turn, was a tall order.
Without any spoilers, through 9 holes, the arithmetics could not have been any more perfect. Through 9 holes, everything was going to plan. And then I don't know what happened. Logic, science, stats no longer made sense.
Nope.
Because what happened, what transpired on that back 9 is nothing short of spectacular in 2 senses. One, who the golf ball ended up being played by the most. And also, what score said person played with said golf ball for those holes that said person was playing said golf ball for was. It was honestly amazing. If you've watched the video, you'll kind of know what we're talking about. If you haven't, please jump over to the main channel and give it a watch because it had fun. It had
lots of sack jokes, balls and sacks.
Of course, we are grown men, so we're obviously going to make those jokes.
Of course.
But it was very dramatic. But like you said, the golf course at the Marriott Worsley Park was incredible for this time of year.
It really was, and I think as golfers, it depends on what kind of golf club you remember and obviously where you live and all these factors. But if you're a member of a golf club in the northwest of England, if your golf course can stay in that level of condition through into kind of mid-October, which is when we filmed the video, you're going to be pretty happy. You don't expect that in mid-December, let's be honest. But yeah, so good. Greens were absolutely pure. I mean, they worked for me anyway. I can't say too much, but they rolled pure.
Sometimes too pure.
Yeah.
We're going to do this podcast today. We're filming it a little bit ahead of schedule, so we're not going to be up to date with the current affairs, what's happening in the golf world. So we're going to mix this podcast up with a few questions, a few little antidotes, and also I've got a fun game for us to play. I'm actually going to kick off with a question that's aimed for you, Guy. This is from Tom Castle. How's the golf going now, Guy?
Wow.
I've seen in a few videos and seems like you've lost your touch. Ouch. Also, are you going to be practicing the winter? Also, what handicap would you say you are right now?
Lots to unpack here. Was it Tom?
Tom Castle.
Tom Castle.
A mate of yours.
He's the owner of the Castle Tea. He invented the Castle Tea. No, it's a funny one, isn't it, really? Because without boring people with my golf, people aren't too interested, let's be honest. But I was a decent-ish junior, and I was off like 4 when I was 16, and I was off about 3 when I'm much older, probably in my mid-20s once I graduated university. I kind of joined the golf club again, played a bit, got down to 3. I think my lowest official handicap, this was old money when handicaps meant something, was 2.6. And I would regularly go around midweek comp, maybe shoot between 1 over and 7 over. That was kind of where I was at. So decent enough level, but never brilliant. Never won the club championships, nothing like that. The best kind of accolade you could argue I got to was representing South West Lancashire, which is essentially Merseyside. It wasn't the real Lancashire, because that's where you had you guys like Tommy Fleetwood, all those kind of real players, James Robinson, etc. So I kind of represented South West Lancashire, so I call it Merseyside. Decent level. Most lads were like 16 or 4 or 5, decent. But really, even though I obviously work with you and work in golf and have done for a long time, I don't play as much as people might think at all, really. And that's a combination of don't really have the time. I've got a little girl, got another one on the way. So, frankly, on a Saturday, I don't want to go and play golf. As mad as that sounds, I want to take my little girl to Baby Ballet and go for a coffee and go for a hot chocolate or whatever and go to the swimming pool with her. I don't really want to play golf that much. However, to caveat that, I'm lucky because obviously this week just gone. We are filming this a couple of weeks early, but I went with you and James and played golf and had a great time. So I kind of get my fix at work, quote unquote work. I hit a few balls in the studio occasionally, but I'm not as good as I was. But I still have that mindset like I am. And I think that's very hard to break out of. And I think with lots of people, no matter what the sport is, if you were able to run a marathon and you could do a 3-hour marathon, if you didn't run for 2 years, clearly you can't then do that same marathon. But you still have that mindset of that good runner, solid runner. So I now have kind of held my hands up, and I'm genuinely, most times I play golf, fairly happy to break 80.
But think about that for a minute. For the little amount of golf you play, that's really good.
It's not bad.
And the thing is, your good golf is very, very good. When you play more, you have less bad golf. When you play less, you have a bit more, like some more problematic shots take place. So realistically, your good game is still as good as it has been. It's just that when you don't play a lot, your bad game sneaks in.
I certainly, truthfully now, don't mind people giving me a bit of stick online about my golf, and I play up to it sometimes. It's funny. But like, my best score with you on camera was at
it Wilmslow?
Wilmslow, shot 1 over par and annoyingly missed. I think a 3-footer on the last for level par, but I hold loads of other putts, so you can't really use that. But I shot 1 over par. I'm not being cocky. Not many people listening to this podcast or watching have gone around 18 holes and shot 1 over par with the pressure of camera as well. I know it sounds silly, but it is a bit of pressure. So I know that compared to the average person, I'm a decent golfer. And I'll always, I think, be a decent chipper, a decent putter, or out of bunkers, because I've done so much of that growing up, and I've got a great technique, but I can just do it. But as you know better than anybody, what does cost me big time is driving. And that is why, obviously, if I go out of bounds 3 times in a round, which is easily doable, that's 6 shots added onto my score straight away.
It's massive. It's massive. But people are like, what would you say your handicap is right now? I'm going to answer that question.
Go on.
Because a handicap is a snapshot of you on a good day. So I would still put you at 5 handicap.
Yeah.
I don't think your handicap would change that much, regardless of how much or how little you play. All it is, I think, how much you play is that you will throw in a few low 70s. When you don't play as well, you're going to shoot a couple of 82s.
Yeah, and the other thing, last thing on this, give myself a bit more credit, is that like typically, apart from Marriott, which is a great golf course, the golf courses we do play are hard golf courses that would play in, whether it be a Turnberry or wherever these golf courses, and often, not always, will play off somewhat quite far back tees, if not the furthest back tees in certain holes. Fault. Yeah, your fault. So inevitably those golf courses, never played them before, a bit of pressure with the camera, I can hit some terrible golf shots. But the last thing on that though, Rick, you know what, I'm pretty truthful when I say this, probably 95% truthful, I don't massively care.
No?
I really don't massively care.
If you cared more, you'd hit more balls.
Correct.
But you know, it is what it is. Jason Bonner said, I heard Rick use the urinal next to Rory and made really awkward eye contact.
Is that true?
Unless Rory's been spreading rumours about me and him at the toilet. I don't recall it anyway. This is moving on. Graham Hardy. How much time has Rick practiced since his chipping after his video lesson with Poulter? Guy, great work on the Hit channel, reviewing stuff. It's closer to an average golfer ability, so has a good impact.
Thank you.
It has. Lots of really positive comments for Mr. Guy Charnock on the old Hit channel. He's been absolutely smashing it. So if you've not seen them videos yet, make sure you jump over to the Hit channel and check those out. Interestingly, that video I filmed with Poulter was filmed on the 29th of March 2025.
Wow. 7 months ago.
It's only just gone out. There's two things I've noticed from that video. How much weight I've lost.
You have. Yeah, you have.
And how much better my short game actually is. Whether that's down to Poulter, I'm sure he'll take all credit. But I've been playing a lot more, been practicing a lot more. My short game is an awful lot better. Really interesting. When I played golf yesterday, I've not played for a lot. I've not played a lot of golf recently. I felt very comfortable with my game. I feel very confident with my game at the moment. I'm not sure where that confidence is coming from. It might be feeling better within myself. You know, I've gone 460 odd days now without drinking. I've lost a couple of stone in weight. I feel more in control of my body. Do you know what I mean? I've been working out a lot more, and I feel if you work out more, you do have that bit more of a sensation of your body, don't you?
That makes sense.
You feel like you're a bit more balanced and a bit stronger and a bit more agile. So I think all that adding up, hit lots of shots in the studio recently, but the plan over the next 2 or 3 months is definitely to work much harder on my golf game.
I would also, though, like to caveat possibly that question a little bit. I've seen when some people are kind of joking or somewhat trolling you a little bit. I think it's mostly tongue-in-cheek and coming from the right place, but you've obviously struggled with your chipping, that's no secret. You have had a chipping lesson off Poulter, you've had a chipping lesson off Dan Greaves, you've had access to a lot of the great golfers on Live, etc. And you sometimes see people saying, oh, you know, with access to these players, Rick, you should have improved it. Well, first of all, you have improved it, that's true. But secondly, you obviously all are a golf coach by nature as well. I'm not a golf coach. I don't really understand the golf swing, but I do know what I'm doing wrong in my golf swing. But knowing what's wrong and fixing that are two very different things. So you could literally have a lesson with Butch Harmon or anybody who could tell you what you're doing wrong with your swing, but doesn't fix it, does it, necessarily?
I've got a great analogy here. Okay. You, me, everybody listening and watching this podcast has a kitchen. How many Michelin star chefs are there listening to the podcast?
Very good.
Do you know what I mean? It sounds that like all you need to be a Michelin star chef is a kitchen. All I need to be a great putter is like, I get all this access, I get it, but it's not easy, is it? It's not. If it was easy, I would obviously be good at chipping. I'm a lot better than what I was. My fear factor is reduced heavily. I end up using putter so much more because I genuinely think it's more reliable, but golf is not an easy game.
It's not. And can I ask you a question? This isn't one asked from the viewers, but one I've got for you. We have touched on this before, but it actually frustrates me and angers me how I am programmed like this, and probably you are to a degree, and lots of listeners are. In very kind of that comment you said about the hit video I did recently, which went down thankfully pretty well, I tested out some kind of more mid-range golf balls because I lose golf balls. I use Pro V1s, I lose Pro V1s. They're expensive. A lot of people can relate to that. So I tried out a few golf balls, and the one that came out on top was the Titleist True Feel. Genuinely, it blew me away. Putter felt great. Chipping, it was great. Irons in the studio, great numbers. Driver, yes, maybe 4 or 5 yards shorter than a Pro V1. Would you notice that on the golf course? Arguably not, and they're half the price. So tick, 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 right? You've also recently reviewed, which might be out yet, I'm not sure, the Tour Edge golf clubs. Look awesome, perform awesome, cheaper than Titleist and TaylorMade and Ping and all those brands. But still, I would never really truthfully go out and play with the True Feel golf ball. But I've tried it and it's great. Why is that? And I know we've discussed this brand thing before, but it's almost deeper than that now. It's like, am I just stupid?
Yeah.
Thanks. I thought so.
I think you're in a weird position to answer that question though, because with all due respect, you're not paying £45, £50 a dozen for Pro V1s. If genuinely you were playing every Saturday,
I wouldn't be paying that. No. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I do think there is a bit of that in it as well, which is tough. That's tough for both of us to answer. But I think if you rocked up on a Saturday and watched a Saturday competition, you would see so much variety because cost does play such a huge part in what product people use. We've got loads more questions, but I want to play a little game with you.
Okay.
Guy, okay?
Pants on or pants off?
On.
Oh.
If we are split with our decision on any of these, Ed, have you got a mic, Ed?
I do.
You're going to be the deciding factor.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Right, hit me.
So, number one, this is a game of would you rather. All right? So, would you rather top your opening tee shot in front of a full crowd or miss a 2-foot putt to win your club championship on the 18th hole?
All day long, the top. I'd rather hit a top than lose the club championship with a 2-foot tiddler.
Yeah.
I think that's got to be the case because the top, we've all done it. We've all hit a top. Ian Poulter religiously has hit tops and shanks and
Religiously.
all the time. I actually got it wrong because it's Poulter that shanks it, isn't it? More than tops it. Take that back. I won a will throw in that Dustin Johnson was hit a massive top at the Dunhill Links. I think it was. Did you see that one?
Yeah,
He really topped one. So great players can top it, or in Poulter's case, sometimes shank it. They happen. Missing a 2-foot putt again, we all do. But missing a 2-foot putt to win the club championships, how many nights do you go to bed wishing you could do that putt again?
Okay, I'm going to slightly switch the question then. Okay? Because I think there's a better question here. Would you rather hit your tee shot out of bounds on the 18th hole to lose the club championship or miss a 2-foot putt to lose the club championship? Which one's going to keep you up more at night?
I would rather, in that instance, wait, let me think. I'd rather hit the tee shot because that's more like me. I go, well, I'm just rubbish at driving.
I think I would.
But the 2-foot putt is because also
because a 2-foot putt, you are literally you'd hold that 99.9% of the time.
A non-golfer could hold a 2-foot putt. They couldn't hit a fairway on a par 4, could they?
Okay, so we're unanimous with our decision there. Number 2, I think this one could split decisions. Okay, would you rather play Augusta National once, or have a lifetime membership at your golf club with perfect weather every round?
Oh.
Augusta National once or a lifetime membership at your club?
I'm going to go lifetime membership with perfect weather. I really am. Let me explain. Playing Augusta National, you've done it. Bucket list stuff. I'm never probably going to be able to do it.
Anybody gets to do it.
Yeah. I'm probably never going to be able to do that. And I'm kind of gutted, but accept it. There's some things in life you're just never going to do. I'm never going to play for Liverpool. Accept it.
Oh, don't say that, guy.
I know, I'm 35 now. If I was a bit younger, I could. I'm not going to play for Liverpool. I would have loved to, but I'm not going to. I'm probably never going to win the lottery. I don't know, I might do. But I kind of live with it. Well, I probably won't. So the Augusta one, it's almost so far out of reach. Whereas, imagine every time you want to go and play golf at your local club, the weather is glorious.
But you're getting that opportunity right now to play it, to win the lottery, to do all that, to play Augusta.
I still think I'd choose the golf club.
What's perfect weather for you?
Let's go 20 degrees.
Yeah.
A little bit of a breeze, but like just fractionally, just so it's a bit
Bit of
fresh. Yeah, a bit of aircon. It's t-shirt weather. Wind behind on every single hole.
So I don't love wind behind.
No wind.
Wind behind on tee shots, wind into on
hear me
approach.
Out. A breeze that you can feel, like when you walk off an aeroplane, just a bit of breeze.
Ooh.
It's not windy, it's just about, okay, that was nice. The golf course is in amazing condition. I think that'd go with that forever.
What time of day?
Ooh, very early morning, very late at night, when it's just that nice, like the shadows are long.
Golden hours either way.
Golden hour. What would you do? Well, you've done Augusta.
But if I got to play it again, what? Ed, you decide, and then I'll be the deciding factor.
I think I would choose Augusta because I like the elements of golf. I think that it makes you a better golfer.
Oh, that's a different
more
shout.
interesting.
Yeah, okay.
Fair dues.
I don't. It is a tough one, weirdly. And like I say, I've been very lucky to play Augusta. I would perfect weather every round.
At your home golf course, where is that?
Well, I don't really have one.
Well, my home golf course is Augusta National, so you fell into my trap.
I'll call it JCB.
Well, mate.
Well, there you go.
What is that?
I think that changes
No, I think that'd be great.
Okay.
If you go 5 times, it's JCB.
And it's perfect weather. Okay, I'll go JCB. I'll go lifetime membership. Okay, would you rather hole a 30-footer for birdie? I will say it different. Would you rather hole a 30-footer eagle to shoot the lowest round you've ever shot, but no one sees it, or hit a terrible tee shot that goes viral for 100 million views?
Terrible tee shot that goes viral. And then underneath that, I'll just comment and go, subscribe to the Rick Shiels Golf Show. Next thing, we're the biggest podcast in the world.
Ed?
Yeah, I think I agree with Guy. That's quite a good idea, actually.
I think I would have to, yeah. Right, would you rather... I think I'm going to have to... Let's think about this. Okay, I'm going to change it slightly. Would you rather top every wood? Okay? So literally any wood that you hit, you're going to top it.
Yeah.
Or 3-putt every green?
Top every wood, because I could get round with a 3-iron.
I think that's the only way of doing it, isn't it?
3-putt every green would
I don't think that's a great question, to be honest.
No?
No, I think you have to choose topping your... You'd have to choose... Oh no! What are we doing here? Oh yeah, just don't. Okay, spin it. All right, I'm going to slightly adjust the question.
Okay.
You top your driver every time, but you have to hit driver.
Oh, okay.
Or 3-putt every green.
Well, in that case, 3-putt every green. Because how far is the top going to go? So if I top it on, let's just say the first at the Marriott, top it, that straight away becomes a par 5, really. Yeah. Whereas if I 3-putt every green, I'll probably hit a few greens in regulation. In some ways, 3-putt every green might be good for me because there's no 4-putts.
No, but the problem is with 3-putting every green, if you miss the green in regulation and then chip, you're double bogeying.
Oh yeah, okay.
Would you score better playing? Well, the question is, would you score better playing 50 yards further forward? Would you score better playing off the red tees with your irons only? But that's almost the question, isn't it?
We've already hit one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh geez. I still think topping. Yeah. I still think I could score better
topping it around
if I topped it off the tee every tee.
Okay.
Maybe it's a video idea. Ed?
Yeah, probably topping it.
I think you can score.
Yeah.
I think the other way is difficult.
Because if you top it on a par 3 with a driver, you might actually hit the green.
This next one's a good one. Jeez, you ready for this? And listeners, viewers, if you play along, do you know what I mean? Play along. We'd love to know what you'd choose here. Would you rather have Tiger Woods' career but absolutely hate golf? You hate it. You despise it. Okay? And you always have done. Or have your current game but love every single round you play?
Tiger Woods.
So would you rather be a miserable billionaire?
These questions are a bit like, would you rather win £1 million or go skint? Let me think.
It's not. That one.
Well, the caveat though is, and it's a hypothetical question, admittedly, but you couldn't get to his level by hating golf.
Okay, I'm going to twist the question.
Okay.
Would you rather play like Tiger Woods but hate the game? So you play like him but you hate it, or play like yourself but love it?
Well, if it's not a career, and if I'm just me...
Forget earnings.
Right, so if I hate golf...
So tomorrow you wake up and you've got a choice.
Yeah.
You get out the right side of your bed and you play like Tiger for every time you play golf, but you hate golf.
But why am I going to play golf if I hate it?
Don't know. You play like Tiger Woods. Like prime Tiger as well. Or you get out the other side of your bed and you play like yourself, but every time you play golf, you literally love every second.
I'm going to do that one then in that instance, because if I'm enjoying it, doesn't matter how good I am. Or we often think, this is the problem, that enjoying golf is about ability, and it's not always. I always use it, and it might sound a bit sexist, and it's not meant to be, so apologies if it does offend anybody. The ladies section at my old golf club weren't all great golfers, but they absolutely loved playing golf. They didn't practice very often, a lot of them, but they'd come up, I think it was a Tuesday and like a Sunday, they'd go and play golf, they'd play 18 holes, sometimes 12, they'd come in, they'd sit on this certain bit around this kind of fireplace, they'd have sandwiches and cups of coffee, cups of tea, they loved it. They didn't really care if they'd shot 36 points or 25 points. It was secondary, and that's because they loved the golf and the camaraderie and the getting together. So I'd rather have that. I'd rather love golf and not care what I shoot than be class at golf and hate it.
Took me a while to get out of bed that day.
It'd be a tough decision, wouldn't it?
Which way do I go?
But what's the point?
I know, but you get to play like Tiger Woods.
If you don't like golf, why do you care who Tiger Woods even is?
Well, you know everything. You know it all, but you...
And you don't monetize it either.
I mean, really, is it basically you're asking it to be Tyrrell Hatton? Be really good at golf, but hate it.
Here you go, though, to another degree. Can you... This might go against what I've just said, actually. Could you hate golf if you're playing great golf? What would you hate about it? If you hit every drive down the middle and then stiffing it and getting up and down from everywhere and doing all sorts of amazing things, how would you hate it?
It's a hypothetical question.
Yeah, okay, sorry, I'm going too deep.
Would you rather have 20 extra yards off the tee every time, guaranteed, middle of the fairway, or never miss a 10-foot putt again?
The driver.
You'd rather have 20 extra yards, middle of the fairway?
Yes, because...
What would help you score better?
Well, I don't know the stats. From a tour pro from 10 foot, is it about 40%?
Let's have a look.
That's my guess. I think it's less than you think it is.
I think it's even less than that.
It might well be.
Oh, bloody hell, Guy.
Is it 40%?
40 to 41%.
Thank you very much. And now, is this everything inside 10 foot?
Yeah, you never miss inside from 10 feet and in.
Right, well, realistically, let's go back to that then. I'm not a tour pro, obviously. I just have to state that now. But 10 foot...
Just to be clear, Guy's not a tour pro or a Liverpool football player.
I would then say, or Tiger Woods, I would then say, and I'm picking this number from thin air, that from 10 foot, if tour pros are 4 out of 10, I'm at 2.5 out of 10, roughly. Or 3 out of 10, I'd hold, maybe, okay? But as that gets closer, my chance increases anyway, so I get better and better and better the closer I get. If it's a 1 foot putt, it must be 99 out of 100. Give or take. So yes, I'd be gaining and I'd be improving, but also the ball has to get within 10 foot for me to gain that advantage. How often am I that far away? Am I further away and then chipping it or putting it hopefully within inside 10 foot anyway? So what I'm trying to get to is it's a gain. It definitely is a gain. However, for my golf personally, if I'm 20 yards longer, so if I suddenly go from hitting it 350 to 370. No, if I'm still hitting it 300 yards, let's say, every time down the fairway, my game's got to improve drastically.
Yours definitely would.
Yeah, it would.
Whereas the 10 foot and in, that'll be amazing, but I've got to get the ball to that point to get the advantage. The out of bounds is still going to happen.
If I hit my iron shots enough times within 10 feet, taking the 10 foot would work.
But you're still going to go out of bounds at times off the tee. So and also imagine the feeling on 18 with a great scorecard going, I know this is going 300 down the middle. That would free you up so much.
What about if it wasn't guaranteed down the middle?
Now that's a different story. Then I'm maybe taking the putt in. Maybe we should do a video.
About 17 yards.
I would. You know what I'd love to do?
I'll shake hands on 15.
Why don't we do it? No, maybe not film it. Or I might do it for myself. Go and play golf and play golf, and then when I get to 10 foot, it's a gimme, right? And see what I shoot, but everything else is the same. Or you put the ball down for me on every par 4 and par 5 at 300 yards in the middle, and then see what I shoot. I would think the lowest score, I'd guarantee lowest score would be from putting the driver down in the middle of the fairway. I can't lose a ball then, surely.
Well, you're playing 18 par 3s, aren't you, really? To some degree. Well, not 8. A couple of long par 4s.
Yeah, I think that would be...
I think we should do a video on that.
Well, didn't Grant do a video with Bob?
Yeah, he sat on the green.
But he made it like the hardest possible putt from there. Yeah. You ready for this one? This is a good one. Would you rather, every time you play golf, be stuck behind the slowest 4-ball ever, or be playing in that slowest 4-ball ever?
Stuck behind.
So you'd rather be literally behind the group or be the group?
You might get let through.
No, you don't. Never.
Oh, right, okay.
Never allowed to get let through.
In a sense, is it any different, really? Because if you stood behind, still waiting on every shot and every tee.
Well, the question is, would you rather be frustrated with the group in front or feel this horrible anxiety constantly because you're in the group that's
frustrated, definitely behind. I'd rather be going, look at them idiots up there taking ages than being dead conscious going, oh my God, these people get annoyed at us. I'd hate that.
What about then if you didn't have the conscience?
Oh, be the slow ones in front. Taking my time.
But you've not got the conscience, but everyone hates you for being slow.
I genuinely reckon if that was me, I wouldn't play golf again. If I had to do one of those, I wouldn't play golf. You
know what? I know it's a cliche that slow play is frustrating, but it actually genuinely is, isn't it? There's nothing worse than playing and being stuck on every tee.
Worst.
And also, I don't mind it bizarrely if there's a cadence to it. So if you get to every tee and the group in front are just kind of walking off the tee, at least then you know what to expect. But sometimes you'll get to a tee, there's like 3 groups on one tee, and then it kind of clears up a bit, and then it's like, oh no, I can't be dealing with that. The more I think about it, golf's quite rubbish, isn't it? A lot of things about golf I don't like. The weather can be bad. Slow play can be bad. How you play can really upset you. It's expensive.
But
I'm quitting.
But in this idea, you'd be playing JCB every day in beautiful weather.
Yeah.
You'd be 300 yards down the middle of the fairway. You'd never 3-putt again. You'd play like Tiger Woods. Really hate
I'd
the
hate
game.
golf.
There's some good ones there. I'm trying to come up with some more. I've got another question actually that's come in
from a real person.
From a real, but they were from real people. Right, where's the one I read before? I thought I've read one before. I'll tell you, this is an interesting topic actually. Marcus Herons asked this question. Thoughts on AI golf coaching where you download or you upload your swing versus a real life coach? Have you seen some of these apps now where you can actually upload your swing?
I don't think I've seen them, but I can perfectly picture what it would be, yeah. For me, probably not, because, again, not that I work on my golf swing very often. I don't gain from being told what I'm doing wrong. I gain from being told how to do that right, if that makes sense. So I know I early extend and I try and hump the golf shaft as I'm hitting the golf ball. I know I do that. But I need to learn how to not do that. And sometimes it might be a phrase or a feeling
or a drill.
So, but having said that, some people might have no idea that they hold the club too strong or too weak, and seeing that, I might go, okay, I just need to twist my hands around. So.
I, from my experience, AI coaching tools are fantastic, as you said, as a way of diagnosing your issues. Mm-hmm. But to get the prescription and the correct drug that's going to fix you, you've got to go and see a real life coach. Because like you said, the wealth of knowledge a real life coach has to be able to adjust or tweak or change. And, even the other day when we were talking about the focus training aid we've got in the studio now, people learning different styles. Like, it's not just one style. Yeah. It's visual, it's kinesthetic, it's it's all these different learning styles. And a good coach can tap into that and go, well, that didn't work for you, something else is going to work for you. Where AI coaching is just a bit too one-dimensional. You can't grab, sometimes you need to grab a golf club and show a student.
Grab a man by his shaft.
This is the feel. Or by the head. This is the feel. This is how you need to...
I agree. On that then, a very broad question for you, and I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer to this. When you were a golf coach, was there a complete mixture of ability? Now, I know there was. You'd have a pro come and see you. You'd have a guy who's just started the game come and see you. So I get that. But where would the typical range of golfers sit? Was there a handicap number where you got the most? No.
Oh, God, it's so varied. Honestly, it was so varied. I could have a 12-hour teaching day. I teach someone who's literally never picked up a golf club before to someone who's inspiring to be a professional golfer. The variety was huge. I suppose it depends where you coach at. Well, obviously, I coached at the Trafford Golf Centre for so many years, and so much passing traffic through there was people who just picked up the game. I think if you coached at a golf club, you'd have much more of a middle range handicap guy coming for lessons, really. The only bigger difference I would see in the summer, and we actually chatted about it with James yesterday after we finished filming, in the summer you definitely see, around April after the Masters, you definitely see people who pick up the game. In the winter, you were seeing more established golfers who wanted to improve over the winter period, ready for next year. So you'd see a little bit of a trend in that style. It was quite rare to have a brand new golfer wanting to pick up golf in November.
Yeah, it's a weird time, isn't it?
It was more in the summer months.
We've been asked a question of Jonathan Dakic, I think his name is, on the Facebook page. And I've got my thoughts on this, Rick, and I'm going to give them, and then I want to hear what you think if you differ to me. But he said, with the recent review on the Hit channel of the package set, it's actually the main channel, but it went on both. It was the 6 times Jack Nicklaus package set. And he says, do you think it'd be worth a new player spending nearly £1,000 on that package set, or go to Golf Bidder and buy a bag and a second-hand set, etc.? It's a really good question. And I think what we sometimes forget as golfers is that every product typically has a target market and a target consumer, and sometimes that is you, and some things are very broad and very kind of vague. So not vague, very broad, very wide. So for example, Titleist Pro V1, yes, it's designed for the best players in the world, but you also get guys of 20 using it, and they can use it. TaylorMade, when they bring their drivers out, you could be a high handicapper in the draw bias driver, you could be a Tour Pro Rory McIlroy playing that driver. So they are very broad. But some things like this package set, which is £1,000, they're not really designed for everybody. Now, for me, I would imagine, and I might be wrong, and the Sticks brand may tell me I'm totally wrong, but that £1,000 package set isn't massively, although they kind of claim it can be, isn't massively for the guy that's already got an old TaylorMade driver and Callaway irons and a ping putter who's got decent gear. It's more for the guy or girl that gets into golf, is maybe quite new to golf, wants things that are shiny, new, never been owned, that's simple. And a way I would maybe use an example of that is I'm not into cycling whatsoever. I've done it a bit, but I'm not into cycling. If I went out and bought a bike, I would go out and buy a fixed bike. Now, admittedly, I wouldn't spend thousands, but I might spend 500 quid or £1,000 tops on a bike. Someone who knows cycling would say, mate, what are you doing? Go and buy some second-hand forks. And I know this guy selling these tyres that are cheap, and you can build that bike that would have been worth £4,000 in the day. But I'm not going to do it.
I think you mentioned it in one word there. It's a simple buying decision. It's somebody who goes on there and goes, I need a simple buying decision. And Sticks or other brands have made it where that's a simple buying decision.
Yeah.
Do you want a full set of clubs that look pretty good that also is collaboration with the Jack Nicklaus brand? There you go. That's £1,000. But like, could you, experienced golfers, go on Golf Bidder and buy a better set for £1,000? Yes, of course you can, but that's bloody hard. It's not a simple buying decision.
Also makes for like good presents and people that are going to get their partners into a hobby that they might never have done.
And it looks great.
It does.
Like genuinely, that set, if you rocked up on the first hole with that set, it's like, wow, look at how nice that is. People want new stuff sometimes. Like Alex, like when you were unwrapping your title, it's like, how good is that feeling? Like people, you want something that's brand new. This is mine. No one's ever touched this before. This is my product. Well, again, secondhand clubs, there's always a few scratches, dents, a bit of history in there. It doesn't feel like it's yours. It feels like you are, borrowing it someone else. Ricky Alton has asked, who has been your favourite YouTuber to collab with? And you can't answer with they are all great. They are all great, to be fair. I would instantly, when you ask me that question, there's one collaboration and one trip that comes to mind, which was just incredible.
Bob Does Sports.
In St Andrews. It was so good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's the fact that it was their first time at St Andrews. We had an unbelievable time. We filmed some banger videos. We went out a lot. We had some massive nights out. Fat Perez just loved Nando's, as we all ended up doing that trip anyway. It ticked so many boxes, and the guys are so good to be around. So I think as trips went, as collaborations went, that is definitely top of the list.
You know what? This is going to be kind of towards the answer that didn't want, where you just say everybody, I'm not going to give it quite that. But what I would say, and I agree with you on the Bob the Sports guys, they were so funny and so amazing. But certainly since the time I've worked for you now, obviously over 8 years, the amount of people we've collaborated is too many to even remember. But one thing that's interesting with each person that you collaborate is they're often different sized channels. So Bob Does Sports, I don't know what they were on exactly at the time, but they were on this massive trajectory in which they're still going on now, where they were doing amazing things, really successful, massive audience, and it was really good. And no secret, it was a two-way win. They were winning by being on Rick's channel, and you were winning by being on their channel and making some really good content. But we've also filmed with much smaller channels who might have at the time 10, 15, 20,000 subscribers, who really, there's a lot for them to gain by being on your channel because they're so much smaller and so much newer. What we gain is typically a great personality or someone that we really like, and we want to help them on their kind of YouTube journey and put them into a spotlight. I think Ron Chopper's a great example. He has more subscribers than that, but what, it was about 40k when you did something with him, and you saw him as a great talent with a really good cult following. So it's almost like there's different levels of collaboration, and there's the actual day, there's the content, but there's also what then comes from that as well. And I think you've said this to me before, and I know this is a fact, but seeing a smaller channel that's been on our channel, and your channel, should I say, really, that's then go on to grow off the back of that, that's quite a rewarding feeling.
It's not only channels as well, it's pros. We've had a lot of pros on the channel who, with all due respect, they weren't as famous as they were now. Like, I remember when we had Minwoo Lee on the channel. Yeah. Every time I see Minwoo Lee now doing well, I get a sense of pride. Yeah. Like, oh, he's one of our boys. Like, he filmed with us so early on. Obviously, Tommy's a different exception. He's just a wonderful person to be around. But, like, since, when he goes and plays in the Ryder Cup, it's like, he's one of our boys. Like, he came and filmed on our channel. So I think it's not only also content creator collabs, it's also professional golfer collabs as well. Like, it's great to see these professional golfers go on and just do fantastic stuff. Like, I agree. I would definitely say we've got some sort of lucky charm as well going on there.
Do you think I can call Tommy one of my boys? Because he did buy me a breakfast burrito.
I think that's part of being a boy.
Yeah, one of the boys.
I think that is definitely.
I agree.
I've got another question for you quickly.
Go on.
Okay. Where is it now? I've lost it.
Would you rather get eaten by a shark or a crocodile?
Would you rather shoot 59 at Marriott Worsley Park?
Yeah.
Okay. Or...
Again?
or shoot level par at... It's put Augusta, but I'm not... Oh, God, I'll say Augusta. Would you rather shoot 59 at your local course or level par at Augusta?
Well, the difference here is... The level par at Augusta, not only have a shot level par, which is still a good score for me, it's at Augusta. So I've played Augusta, and also I'm going to come back and tell people I've played Augusta. They say, how do you do? I shot level par. It's very impressive. Shooting 59 at Marriott Worsley Park.
No asterisks. Zero asterisks.
Would be unbelievable. However, what do I do next? If I'm good enough to shoot 59 at Marriott Worsley Park, I've got to try and make a living from golf. But was it a one-off? Was it a fluke? It probably was. Of course it was.
You'd be called Mr. 59. That would be a cool nickname.
You could change your Instagram name.
Is it a competition at Marriott Worsley Park? Even a midweek medal?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
I think I'd go with that. Course record, then. No asterisks. It was on normal tees, no preferred lies.
100% no asterisks.
Oh, I'm going with that then. And I'll tell you why I'm going with that. Because...
The only asterisk...
Here we go.
It's a par 71.
Can I have it at par 72? Can we change golf courses? No, can we change golf courses? You're the one that said Marriott Worsley Park. No, I think it's still 59. So I'll go with that because, and here's because, the playing Augusta National is a massive thing. Is the what you scored then almost irrelevant? So for example, yes, it would be nice, as I've just said, to flex and say, I played Augusta National and a shot level par. Does that get lost? If I said I shot 3 over, 1 under, 5 over, 80, no one's really bothered because the story is I played Augusta National. You will meet in your golfing life people who have played Augusta National. Not many, admittedly, but you will. You, people who work in the golf media. Generically, you might meet a guy who's a very good businessman, who's got a friend who's a member. How many people you meet, even including tour pros, who have shot 59 in competition? Not many. Ollie Fisher, Jim Furyk, there's a few. There's loads of guys who played Augusta National.
Loads.
Would Tommy Fleetwood be impressed that you shot level par at Augusta National? Not really. Well done, Rick. Do that with my eyes closed. Then you say, yeah, but Tommy, I shot 59 in competition. Have you ever done that? Has he? Probably not. Well, he's not, has he? No. So it's like... I think if that is good. If it was 64 or Augusta National, then we start to get in and go in Augusta National. But I think 59 would be so iconic. What would you do? You've got to go 59.
I'd go 59.
In a comp, course record, on the board forever.
Ed?
Yeah, 59 for sure.
Okay, I've got another one for you. Where was it now? One sec. I've got a good one. Hold that thought. Oh, what was it?
Do you remember that member guest that I played in, Rick? With my brother.
Yeah.
We played against a guy who shot 59.
Wow.
And he was called, in the club, Mr. 59.
Love that. Okay, we go out filming. Okay. Somewhere you can call it somewhere iconic. Pick a golf course, iconic golf course.
Clitheroe. Turnberry.
Okay. Here's your.
By the way, Clitheroe's nice. That wasn't a joke. I just said a random course.
Would you rather? Okay, filming. This is all filmed. Okay, really nice episode. Beautiful sunny day. Okay, would you rather have 4 eagles?
Right.
Par 4s, par 5s only, or have 1 hole in one?
1 hole in one.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, 1 hole in one.
Wow,
because
that was quick. That was quick.
Yeah, if someone walked in here now and said, "I had 4 eagles yesterday," all right, night. Oh, they did cool. Don't you? If someone comes in here and says, "I had a hole in one yesterday," wow, tell me what happened. Where was it at? What was it like? How did it go? In what club did you hit? Have you kept the ball? There's so much more to it.
I don't know if it's as easy, quick an answer.
I think it is
to you, Ed.
Yeah, definitely hole in one. But if it was like 2 albatrosses, that would be
2 albatrosses then. Back-to-back albatrosses.
Well, but again, is it competition or not?
Oh, it's on video.
Right.
We're filming it.
It's on video.
It's on YouTube.
Well, an albatross would have to be a holed shot, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So it's either a par 5 in 2.
It's only a par 5.
I'd go with the albatrosses then, because holing out with a long club like a 3-wood or something, whatever it might be, it might not be a 3-wood, but a long club twice, that's pretty cool.
Okay, one last one then.
This is the last one.
You're playing filmed.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 hole in ones.
Filmed.
Yeah.
Right.
2 hole in ones.
I don't think whatever you're going to say now is going to beat it.
On par 3s.
Yeah.
Or 1 hole in one on a par 4.
Oh, that's not even a debate. 2 par 3s.
Really?
You know why? I'll be honest with you now. Firstly, it's 2 hole in ones rather than 1. Secondly, and this is crazy, it's on film. I've always felt like there's some level of asterisk next to a hole in one on a par 4. It doesn't seem right.
No, I agree. Because you can hit the green.
Yeah.
If you can't hit the green, then
it's kind of, it's just a bit like, what was the hole?
It's always a question mark.
280.
There's just something about it that doesn't sit like it feels like. Don't be wrong, any hole in one is luck. There has to be luck involved. But if you're going for a green and going for a flag on a par 3 and it goes in, great. But realistically, how many people, when they go on a short par 4, if they can reach it, are aiming for the flag and for it to go in? So I'd go with the 2 hole in ones and a par 3.
Yeah, I think that is the correct answer.
Great. How long was that, Ed?
49.
I'm really hungry.
Guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you very soon.
Yeah, bye.